Hello everyone, welcome to Electronic Solutions. If you are new to the channel, then please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for latest notifications. In today's video, I am going to explain basic Arduino Uno board and I will run a simple program of a single LED. You have already studied different microcontrollers like 8051, PIC microcontroller, ARM, but today we will get some basic information about Arduino Uno board. The Arduino Uno board is basically a microcontroller board, or you can call it as a development board, which is based on the controller Atmega 328P-PU. It is basically an open source electronic platform based on easy to use and hardware and software. Nowadays it is used in consumer electronics because lots of libraries are available. Different types of Arduino boards are available like Arduino Uno, Leonardo, Mega, Mini. But today I will explain Arduino Uno board. You can perform different projects using Arduino Uno like temperature logger, water level controller, ultrasonic range finder, home automation and many other. So for your project purpose, most of the students will refer this Arduino Uno board. Now we'll go through this board in detail. Now here you can see there are total 14 digital input and output. So here you can see the from pin number 0 to pin number 13 are for digital input and output pins. That means total 0 to 13 means 14 pins are available for digital input and output. You can configure these pins either as an input or as an output in your programming. Now, out of these 13 or total 14 pins, the first two pins are meant for the serial communication purpose. So if you can see over here, pin number 0 is written as RX and pin number 1 is TX. So TX and RS stands for the serial communication. Then the next pins, that is pin number 3, pin number 5, pin number 6, pin number 9, 10 and 11. Before these pins, you find one sign, that is a tilde sign. So that tilde sign basically indicate the PWM pins. So out of 14 pins, 2 are for serial communication and the remaining, that means 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, these 5 to 6 pins, they basically supports PWM. PWM basically stands for pulse width modulation. The pulse width modulation is used for different applications like controlling speed of your DC motor or controlling LED brightness, or you can use it to control the SCR firing angle. So there are many applications of this PWM pin. So we can use these pins as per our requirements. Now the next pin is a ground pin. So basically to give or to supply the ground to the external devices, we can use this ground pin. Very next to that is written as a reference pin. So a reference pin is for setting the analog reference. Then the next to that you will see one button which is for resetting your board. So when you press this, that you will be easily reset your development board. Now next to that you will see there is one connector. So this is a USB type B connector, and this type B connector is basically used for two purposes. One is you can download your program into the microcontroller IC through this USB, and the second is also you can give the power supply to this development board through this USB. So this board basically requires a 5-volt power supply, and that 5-volt power supply will be given through this USB. That is one of the option for giving the power supply to this development board. Now immediately next to that you can see that there is one resettable fuse is available. So if there is any problem in the board, then this fuse will burn off, but this is not a normal fuse, this is a resettable fuse, so which will get automatically connected again. Now next to that you will find there is one adapter. So this adapter is again for providing a power supply to the board, but this adapter will accept the input voltage from 9 volts to 12 volts. But as I have told you that this development board basically requires a power supply of 5 volts, and this adapter takes the input as 9 to 12 volt. So basically this 9 to 12 volt will get converted into the 5 volt with the help of the regulator IC, and that regulator IC is present on the board, which is 7805. So that 7805 IC will convert your 9 to 12 volt DC into the 5 volt constant DC, and then it will be given to the entire board. So this is the second way that you can provide a supply to the development board. See, in many cases what happen is there is no need to connect the any USB cable to this adapter, because if your program is already available in the microcontroller, then it is not needed to download your program. And in that case, if you want to give the supply to the board, then then you can use this adapter for giving the supply of 5 volts to the development board. So this is the use of this adapter. Now next to that you will find there are two capacitors. So this capacitor acts as an filter capacitor for your regulator IC. Now immediately next to that there are analog input pins. So if you can see, there are total A0 to A5, means 6 analog pins are available. That means you can connect the analog sensors to these pins either from A0 to A5. Now remember that we can connect the different sensors to this analog input, such as temperature sensor, humidity sensor, or any other sensor depending upon your project requirement or your application. Now these sensors always give output in different voltages and current, but the range of this will be limited between 0 to 5 volt. But this is an analog and that need to be converted into the digital, and therefore an inbuilt ADC is present in the board, and that inbuilt ADC will convert your analog input into the digital output, and that inbuilt ADC has a 10-bit resolution ADC which is present on this development board. Now immediately next to that there is a power section. You will find that there is a power section. So in that power section the first pin is written as a VIN pin. So to this VIN pin again you can connect externally the supply as from 9 volt to 12 volt, or you can connect between 9 volt and 12 volt. So again that 9 volt to 12 volt supply will be converted to 5 volt internally and will be given to your board. Now immediately next to that there is a ground pin which is used as a ground, and the next 3 pins are again ground, 5 volt and 3.3 volt. But remember that these 3 pins are basically used to provide the supply to your external devices. That means when you are going to connect some LEDs or sensors or any other external devices, then supply to those external devices will be provided through these pins, that is ground, 5 volt and 3.3 volt. This 3.3 volt is a low voltage supply which is provided if needed for any external device. For example, one DST sensor is a low power device, and that device basically requires 3.3 volt supply. So you can use this pin of 3.3 volt to provide a supply to that particular pin. Now I have already explained the digital IOs, that is from 0 to 14, which have voltage of 5 volt, but the current rating of those digital pins is also important. So they provide the maximum of 40 milliampere current. So according to that you have to connect the output devices to that particular IO pins. Then about the controller, so I have already explained that this controller is ATmega 328P-PU. So this controller is basically a 8-bit microcontroller, and the crystal, that is of 16 megahertz crystal oscillator, is present. Another important thing about the development board is it consists of 32 KB flash memory, Then it has a total of 1 KB of EEPROM, that is a permanent data storage, and it also contains a SRAM or static RAM of 2 KB for storing your temporary data. So basically these are the simple specifications of all these development boards. So you can use this board for many applications as per your requirement. Now I will show you how to give the supply to this Arduino board. I will show you the cable for that. So here you can see that this is the cable I have connected to Arduino board, and the other end is connected to the laptop. Now here you can see I have downloaded one program which is an inbuilt program through Arduino software, and you can see that I have downloaded the program of an LED blinking. So this LED which is blinking is an inbuilt LED. So the details of this Arduino CC software, how to write the programs, that I will going to explain in my next videos. So this is what is the explanation and introduction to the Arduino Uno board. So keep watching my videos for next projects, and if you like my video then share this with your friends. Thank you so much.